review show. Welcome to the channel. We're actually a little bit tardy because myself and my co-host Mosh Shinobi, we're doing some troubleshooting. Essentially, you can see that we are now live in the flesh in 1080p. That's a capability we did not have on the old platform. We also got rid of that cookie cutters StreamYard bird that everyone has, so you can actually see the PXF logo now. And again, this is essentially a test show. We're going to be reviewing Logan the Wolf 2024 YouTube independent fan film, which Gaz Mosh Shinobi brought to the channel here for our watch, and then I have the link in the description for you guys to watch that. There's also a trailer, and we'll get everything updated per usual after the show. But like we said, it was just had some very basic audio issues. I think guys would agree, and now that we've spent our elongated duration working through that, Gaz and I are here live in the flesh. Welcome back to the channel, Gaz. What up, bro?
Yeah, what up, man? I'm looking forward to breaking this down, and peace to everyone, and we're ready to rock.
Yeah, just if anyone happens to come by from the subscribers or the members, let us know how video and audio look. Again, this is a brand new platform, new test show, kind of moving away from the old one that, you know, we had a lot of audio issues with, and just hoping for the better over here with a lot more capability, bring you guys high quality guests and high quality shows. That'll especially be a factor with the Zodiac live interview shows, which I'll be booking more, and they'll be coming up again soon. The thing that took me about 1,000 years to say, Gaz, Zodiac Files episode 4 out now. I haven't been able to say that for a live show for quite some time. So just go over to the video section, guys. Top video, episode 4, the Gaviota Beach Murders. Shout out to Gabe, Brian, everybody that helped out with the production on that. Episode 5 coming soon, getting the shooting schedule together for the summer. So that's all I'm going to do for like updates on that. We could if we have time at the end, guys, or we're just, you know, testing, practicing, whatever, so we could do maybe a little channel update, Mosh Shinobi update, future shows update. We'll handle it when we come to it. But any other additional stuff that you want to lead off with, guys?
You know, just want to say thanks to everybody for being patient, and welcome back to the channel. And as Ross pretty much outlined, we're working behind the scenes as always, and think we're ready to pop off. There'll be lots of more future updates and stuff coming, but we'll wait for that. Wait till the end of the today's stream for that. But yeah, man. So Logan the Wolf, y'all. This was a fan film that I came across recently, and as soon as I saw it, I sent a message over to Ross, said, yo, this is something we've got to look at. It pays tribute to the iconic Marvel character Wolverine. It's set in a desolate Viking world, and the film follows Logan as he navigates a hostile environment facing both old and new enemies. And it's only a short film, y'all, but it's definitely grimy. I like the take on it, and I'm interested to see if they will do more. So definitely one to check out. So jump straight in, Ross. What were your first impressions when you came across it?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like me and Gaz are pretty into the medieval backdrop theme. There's that old Predator one. What's it? Dark Ages that we used to watch, which was also sick. It's always cool when these modern pop culture IPs get brought into the medieval thing. Honestly, at first glance, I wasn't 100% sure that like Wolverine would work, you know, in that sort of universe time period. Of course, he's got the claws, and you know, you're talking about a sword and sorcery, you know, time when everybody uses blades. So obviously that works. But like, even though those examples we just listed are cool, it doesn't always work if you just take any character and put them in a different, time zone. So like I really wasn't sure what to expect, but of course the trailer was up and it was cool. I think Gaz just sent us the full short right away. It's not very long, Gaz. It's like 12 minutes, which is cool. I think it's like the perfect watch. And again, this is going back to our indie series, guys. We had Gaz and I have been meaning to get more of just the indie YouTube stuff that's free, that you could just kind of log directly on YouTube and just watch right away without any paywall or anything like that. Just bring you guys directly to you. I think it's got just under 3 million views, but I'm sure we'll be cracking that soon, Gaz. And then of course Wolverine's a big topic because of Hugh Jackman's return to the role for Deadpool and Wolverine coming out at the end of this month, which Gaz and I will be covering. But right away, I was blown away by the fight choreography. You know, I think that was the real star of this short film. Just escalation of the fight intensity, just the violence, totally unedited, no cutaways. As far as the stabbing and the squibs and the blood effects, all the movie Logan, where it kind of has like the R-rated, kills or whatever you want to call it. I think that's kind of what we both said after we watched it, Gaz, was just like the fight choreography, absolutely insane. Of course, I mean, you could go into it more, very, along with the fight editing, along with the fight choreography comes film editing, which, is definitely up there. So I think we both said score was and this, I guess, overall, my point would be this. Everyone's complaining about the state of the MCU, the DCU, how it just like repackages the same kind of like woke cookie cutter character, which they've repackaged for 50 movies. And I would like to know what these guys' budget was, Gaz, because I think you and I would agree it's only 12 minutes long, but what they did, I think the director might be one of the main actors as well, or I have that totally wrong. Either way, correct me in the comments. Just the overall package of everything coming together. What up, Slipknot? Everything's coming together. Let us know how audio and video sound, Slip, because this is a new platform we're on now, so we're just trying to make sure everything's crispy. 1080p, baby, PXF, Paradigm Review Show 2.0. Overall, this was much more entertaining. Of course, R-rated, so it gets like the me and Gaz fan base, but like just how it looked, like if they would have had the budget for a feature film, it just makes you wonder, Gaz, because this is a seemingly higher quality product than what we're getting out of Hollywood for a 12-minute short film. That was my overall impression.
Well, yeah, I'm wondering, because here's some interesting fun facts on the team behind it. So I'm going to try not butcher the guy's name. Yeah, I'll have good luck with that. But the director and writer, Godfrey, Ricard. I do speak other languages outside of English, but you wouldn't think so when I'm butchering this guy's name. But he was known for Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets, which I've seen, which actually is an interesting sci-fi movie. Isn't that bad? And there's lots of other shorts and other movies and films there on his role as well. So I wonder if they maybe did have a little bit more to put into this. Another interesting fun fact. This is a delicate one for both of us. Maxime Ikoifia, and I've probably just butchered that as well. Now he worked on I think he worked now. He plays Logan, and I think did he do the stunts and the choreography? And he is involved in the stunts for the Crow remake in 2024. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, we know they shot that in Europe. I see on IMDb this country of origin is France, and I wasn't ignoring Gaz when he was talking right there, everybody. I was actually trying to see if I could find the budget. I found the project on IMDb, so I was trying to see if it had the budget listed. It doesn't seem to, which is common for independent productions. But yeah, it dropped May 17th, 2024. Country of origin is France. 12 minutes long. Check it out, guys. It's crazy. If you're into X-Men, and Marvel, Gaz and I are OG Marvel Comics guys. Definitely get this in because it's a breath of fresh air. It's a shot of adrenaline as opposed to just PG-13 action can be good sometimes, but like on the whole, when you've seen the same movie 70 times like the Marvel universe, it does. That's why Logan had the impact that it did, because it was so different than anything from the MCU. You know what I mean? You had like the old Hugh Jackman, the post-apocalyptic background. The only character is Professor Xavier, Patrick Stewart, and he's like a dying drunk. So it's pretty much the opposite of the Marvel universe. It's kind of like a what if. Logan was almost like one of those what if comics.
Yeah, and it was interesting. I had X-23 as well, who's like Logan's kind of daughter, I guess, more or less.
Yeah, Weapon X too.
Yeah. So that was cool as well. I think what I liked with this was the gritty tone, the action to see something outside of all the the colourful kind of popcorn that we've been used to seeing, apart from what you just mentioned, the confrontation that comes as well, and when it does explode and happens is really nicely done. And I like the way they've kind of mixed how you would imagine the fights to have happened in that time period with Logan's abilities as well, and then the cameo, which we'll get to.
Yeah, period accurate weaponry, of course. Like, it's funny that they were in France, because like the way it looked for me, I thought like for sure Scandinavia, like we've seen other short films up there in Sweden, Norway, and more Denmark. But yeah, dude, like they definitely nailed the medieval backdrop, like Gaz said. Not to mention weaponry and period accurate weapons, but wardrobe, costume, you know what I mean, all on point. Kind of the obvious lay. I'd hate to keep bringing it up, but have you seen that new Deadpool 3 trailer, Gaz?
Yeah.
So like the obvious layup in this short film was Sabretooth,
That's what I remember saying that to you when I sent you a Mac the whole film originally. I just said I was expecting it to be Sabretooth. I wasn't I'm going to say it now. It's a spoilers alert, folks. I wasn't expecting to be Magneto, which I know you weren't too crazy on that if it worked or not, and I was like. I kind of can see it. They've got him as kind of a leader, I guess, of a rival clan at that time. Sure. But it would have been nice to have seen Sabretooth. They could have linked that relationship with Logan as well, had that bit of rivalry, and then Magneto comes in maybe at the end of them fighting, say.
I agree.
I'm really nitpicking here. I'm clutching at straws because I enjoyed it, and I think this is very well done.
If any of the film, agreed. If any of the filmmakers happen to see this, we both rated it very, very highly. Much higher than either one of us would rate a PG-13 Marvel film or MCU film. But yeah, just for the sake of like nitpicking, like Magneto, it kind of makes sense because in the medieval era, everybody uses like metal-based like weapons. So, but it also kind of makes him god voting for that era. So it's like it's not interesting if nobody can injure him. And then like we said, Sabretooth being the obvious layup. So the secret cameo, as Gaz said, gets introduced at the end. It's Magneto. I was like, I just felt it was like unnecessary because at that point the fight was already over. Like, also Magneto might have been like too high level, because if Wolverine would have fought a Sabretooth, Wolverine's like a higher level, like, warrior class, but he's not like a Colossus, a Magneto, an Apocalypse, and Xavier. Like the next tier up from him are like those higher level mutants, you know what I mean? So, and then obviously Wolverine is not like gonna fight Magneto because Magneto's power cancels out his strength, so it's not like he doesn't have the capability to face Magneto. So I know you guys watch it for yourselves, see what you think. Let us know in the comments and see what you think of the ending and how they ended it. Also, like, if it's just a one-off short film and you're not planning on making more, like, you just kind of introduced Magneto for no reason. And again, that's me nitpicking, as Gaz just said.
I'm expecting there to be a follow-on for that reason. The way they left it open and for what happens, maybe we would get maybe another 2 parts, short films or something, which would be pretty cool. Certainly whet the appetite for sure.
Yeah, because the way that they ended it, it's like Magneto was recruiting, so like Gaz said, he could have others with him, but like the whole mythos of Logan the Wolf was like Logan rolls solo. So, you know what I'm saying? You probably need a little bit more time. You probably need more than 12 minutes for like a sequel. It can't just be one fight like this one was. But if they have the budget for it, budget permitting. But anyway, like we said, on a independent fan film YouTube basis versus the MCU, and not even just the MCU, everything on the whole, Marvel, Disney, DC, on the whole, you know what I mean? Even the independent stuff, because nowadays you get an independent, it's the Crow 2024 remaster remake, as Gaz just said. So
I'd put it this way, man, it's up there for me in my opinion with those fan films. We did cover one, the Casey Jones one.
Yeah, and the cable one. I wanted you guys to do the cable one. That one was
cable one. The cable one certainly.
Some
and then
the
very old school. The Deathstroke. You knew I was going to say that because I always am.
Sick too.
Yeah, so it's up there for sure. It's Slipknot fans just said comic book movies are at the best when taken seriously. Yeah, that really comes across. They've taken a character, they've done a different take, but they've still wanted to present them as dangerously powered individuals, and that threat comes across. We aren't just going to go for, and I think the setting conveys that nicely as well. It makes them more dangerous because of that time where everything was up close and personal.
Yeah, I agree. And you certainly see the risk, that he takes in the fight, and but like getting jumped by a whole clan of Vikings or whatever. But the combat was the star of this short film, I would say. Absolutely crazy. You guys should definitely check it out. You got any more, guys? You want to go straight into ratings, or what are you thinking?
Straight to I'll give this as well before ratings. I did like the way it was shot as well. I'm not sure exactly where, but I thought that was good. They've looked on one location, centralized it on that point, and made the best out of it. So that was really well done. Yeah,
that was, dude. I know a lot of like trails and areas like that back home. You know what I mean, in the White Mountains, and so the terrain was awesome. Definitely fit. Like we said, like Gaz said, from location to setting to wardrobe to costume to weapons, everything was damn cool. I agree with that, Slipknot, but nowadays they leak like 5 or 10 scenes. Like I was talking about that on Roadhouse, they leaked like half the movie. But that's the age we're in. Welcome to the internet age, Slipknot. I could pretty much get right into it. It's surprisingly high on IMDb. I guess this is higher than most of the Marvel stuff. It has an 8 out of 10 on IMDb. I'm gonna give it a solid 9. There's pretty that was just actually random facts that I just showed there. Solid 9. There's really not much to nitpick. It's short, which is a good thing. Basically focuses on one fight. Excellent combat choreography, and definitely a good find by Gaz. Super sick. I'm glad they got the views, and hopefully if they continue to do stuff, or would be cool to see these guys do something outside of Marvel as well, like just something independent if they have their own stuff in development.
I'm the same as you. I give it a 9 as well. I think it's really solid, nicely well done, just for the budget, the setting, for what they have going on in the time that was allocated as well. Great stuff. I would recommend. It's a bit of a kind of niche sci-fi classic, but check out the guy's one of his previous films, Valerian and the City of the Thousand Planets. It's on TV quite a lot, just for the way it's shot, the whole characters and everything they did with that. It's not bad, from people I've talked to, there seemed to be, one way or the other with that movie, but I think it's just, you can kind of get a sense of how this team can really bring things alive visually and how the mind works, and hopefully we get something more going forward.
Yeah. This is a nice find on Gaz's end. I would definitely say check this out, guys. Like we said, if you want the breath of fresh air, then at this point it's the independent stuff. And if you want us to do independent stuff, we have a list of a few. You know what I mean? I think we should definitely get the cable in the mix. This is a good one because DP3 is coming up, so it gets a little bit of Logan shine. Like overall, guys, there's not much else out. We're gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't mind doing Horizon. Being Gaz guy, I heard it didn't really get great marks, but we got to get that going. And then we have a bunch of PXF classics coming up for you guys all summer, so we'll definitely get some of those going. I can give a little a secret leak. Guys got this for the birthday. That's the They Live Steelbook, all in its 1080p.
Ooh, nice, man. That's on that has to be on the classics, bro. That has to be.
It is. We'll do it right before Election Day. It's got the Blu-ray and the it's got the Blu-ray and the 4K UHD. And never mind, stacked with special features. So I'll be going through those. So that's coming up, and we have a few. We'll get to Deadpool once we get it knocked out, but yeah, hopefully get a couple more PXF classics and some indie stuff in between. Again, guys, this is just basically a test show, so hopefully audio and video is a good slip. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, man. It depends what kind of mood I'm in. Sometimes I skip trailers. I was skipping most of them for Dune 2, just because I wanted to keep it fresh. But the Deadpool ones are unavoidable. No matter what I'm watching, it comes up. So, UFC, you name it.
Yeah, the same. Just to give, let's give them some quick channel updates.
Yeah,
just on what's happening.
Yep.
So as we're on PXF, let's start with PXF, Zodiac Files, and the stuff that's coming on.
Yeah, for sure. So Zodiac Files episode 4. Go check it out. It's obviously you guys know that YouTube split the playlist between live and regular upload videos. So like any of these live shows we do, like this, PRS, or the interviews, whatever, they're always under that live tab. But just go over to click over videos or just the Zodiac Files main series playlist. I basically have it tagged and pinned as the top post everywhere. Episode 4, the Gaviota Beach murders, featuring myself, Brian. Shout out to Gabe. Like, sub, share. We never ask for much, guys. Of course, we have the Patreon, so I'll update the description later with all the links. So if you care to, you can be a free member on Patreon too, guys. So far, everything I've posted there has just been like a free, you don't need to have any membership to see my current posts. Eventually, as it builds up, I will be switching them over to, you'll need, one of the 2 tiers. Of course, there's the memberships here on YouTube. Those seem to be more popular than the Patreon, so feel free to click join there. Or if you're new to the channel, click subscribe, smash the like button. I was recently on Drew Beeson's program, the Zodcast, covering my episode 4. So like another in-depth deep dive interview. If you want to hear like behind the scenes and just go into a bunch of stuff that, kind of didn't make it to the episode or whatever, go check that out. That's like the newest stuff from me. I think other than us, changing this, we're going to be just going through a little brief, transition period, guys, where we're getting everything worked out. Yeah. But Gaz and I will be coming back with the dual streams when we cover things that are, martial arts based and relevant to both channels. So next test show will likely be a dual stream, some sort of review on both here at PXF and Mosh Shinobi. Other than that, just like I said, some PXF classics, some indies. Keep the ideas coming. You know what I'm saying? If you guys have any suggestions for reviews, and there are Zodiac interviews coming up, like I said at the top of the show. So I always post those under the community tab. But generally, if you're looking for updates, just like what's going on, it's the YouTube community tab, the Patreon, my Twitter, occasionally the IG. So yeah, that's the best place you can go to follow stuff. But important things, and Gaz uses his community tab too. We usually try to post on both channels, so just keep it locked.
Yeah, definitely. Fire Pixie, yeah. Oh, I know you're going to be mad because we forgot to check in with you, didn't we, before we went live? So yeah, you're going to be mad at us.
Hope it's a test show. All right, we have an excuse. We have an excuse. Test show. Yeah. For now on, when we're like doing a real show, we're like, if you mess up, it's like, well, this was a test show anyway. But no, this was a test show.
so Ross brought up a point there. I know you asked this on one of the previous shows, Fire Pixie, about us dual streaming again. We've moved over on a new platform, Streamlabs. So we're going to do I think the next test show is probably going to be Ninja Kamoi, and we're going to try streaming that on both channels. And hopefully, all going well, then the dual streaming will be back. So that is something we've been working on. There's people been asking me, when are you going to finish the American Ninja series? When are you guys going to do more action movies, more martial arts movies on there, all of that stuff? Myself and Ross have a lot going on outside of this in real life as well. I know we're both studying in school, work, etc., and that's honestly it. I know it sounds like making lame excuses, but that's literally the truth with it, folks. So all going well on the next test stream, that will be back. Ninja Kamoi. What are we going to do, Shogun? Because I'm reluctant to do that because I'm thinking it sucks, to be honest.
Gaz would not like Shogun. I mean, listen, if you're into the point of feudal Japan history that like literally all you care about is interclan politics and not that much combat, which is not what you would expect for rival clans of samurai.
Yeah.
You'd expect there to be like when the fight and the combats happen, it's very, very good and very historically accurate, like we were saying about this. But it's essentially Game of Thrones in feudal Japan. Now, me, I don't mind the politics, but if it's not your cup of tea, it's gonna be too slow for you. I'm telling you right now, it's too slow for gas. Now, Kamui, on the other hand, I had no idea what Kamui was about. So I thought that it was just going to be like the feudal history of the ninjas. I didn't realize it had all those technology and cyberpunk themes, which was a nice surprise.
Yeah. No, we haven't covered The Crow yet because it got pushed back. It's a pity it couldn't get pushed back eternally.
For everybody's benefit. For everybody's benefit. No, don't worry, Slipknot. Gaz and I are committing to do. We're pledging to the channels to do as little real life as possible. So my schedule will be clearing up in the next few months, and we'll have all the streams back on schedule, including the dual streams. That includes the Zodiac interviews, main series, PRS, and then Gaz's channel as well.
And there was somebody. I'm sorry, my mind is like with what we've got going on in real life. But I know somebody did ask if we're going to do band interviews and things again. We're pretty much focusing. We've got the true crime here at PXF, the PXF classics, the movie reviews, action movies, the martial arts as well. All of that stuff across both channels, or whatever fits. And we'll have the dual streaming back. So I've just realised I've answered my own question again. But the band, we're moving away from the band interviews. To be honest, possibly could bring back a radio show at some point, which I used to do back in the day outside of YouTube. So for those that are into all the death metal, sludge, hardcore, and all of that, etc., that's probably something that I could do at some point, but our main focus is going to be both channels and whatever flows best on each channel, or multi-streaming when appropriate.
Thank you, sir. So going off what Slip said about the Crow 4K Steelbook, so unfortunately I reviewed the Blu-ray because it was all I had at the time, but I am collecting Steelbooks now. I did mention that. Allah, they live. So when we do the PXF Classics now, ideally, if I can make it, if it's high up in the PXF Classics list, I can review the 4K Steelbooks and just let you know how it holds up against, whatever you guys want to hear me compare it to previous. I doubt we'll be going back to VHSs, but previous, mediums like Blu-ray and DVD and all that stuff. Generally, in the case of those films, I've seen like 50 versions of all of them. So I'll definitely be covering Steelbooks where possible. Like I said, on the mainstream Hollywood level, guys, there's not much. We can go check out our last review, the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. The Crow 2024 got pushed back to everybody's benefit, so Gaz and I will roast that when we get around to it. Other than that, it's probably just going to be the backlog classics. Yeah. There is other stuff we want to do. We do want to do like the Kurosawa Kurosawa comparisons to sci-fi and westerns. I know you gave us the look on. I remember Ross had the They Live T-shirt and the Point Break ex-Presidents T-shirt. Dude, you're paying attention close, dude. That's secret Easter eggs for the PRS heads. Inside of the I didn't really open up the ex-President's shirt full, but that's a little hint to you of what might be coming in the PXF Classics.
Oh man, yeah. And folks, if you've ever got, like we say all the time, if you've ever got recommendations for movie series to have a look at, or even
TV
outside of the true crime stuff, it's something I'm giving you a lead here. If it's something even, for example, from alternative history, say, look, would you guys be interested in reaching out to interview someone from that particular field? Drop those ideas in. We're always open to feedback across those. There is a movie I found which I've not got around to watching yet, but I did mention it to Ross and Max, something we'd look at, and I believe it's an Australian martial arts action movie called Life After Fighting. I've been hearing pretty good things about that, so nice. I'm going to check that out soon. That's maybe something that we could cover for you all as well.
Yeah, so if you guys are like wondering what I'm watching or whatever, just for sake of if you like, generally stuff we cover on PRS. I'm in the middle of the Boys season right now. I'll probably be full reviewing the boys when the season's done, just because there's kind of like no point in doing it in the middle. It's not what I thought so far. You know what I mean? I think I like the previous season so far better, but we'll have to see how it all plays out. So you probably will be, given that if you guys have heard me talk about it, The Boys has been like my favorite show in a year, just because of the anti-woke, anti-Marvel themes. I don't know where you left off, Gaz, but you need to get up on it if you haven't, because you know how like Marvel has like the phase announcements.
Yeah.
The company
phase ball.
Yeah, exactly. The company in The Boys is Vought, and that's like Vought is like the parody satirical Marvel. So they were doing a whole exhibition expo, where like making fun of the phases basically, and they had some funny parody satirical things to say, which we all know what the references were to. But I don't know where The Boys is going right now. They're kind of confusing me on some stuff. But yeah, Gaz has definitely had some good finds on the martial arts end. And then I know Slip, you gave us the look on that dude's Western channel. So we definitely want to get like spaghetti Westerns up here, the Kurosawa stuff, the Kurosawa Western comparisons, breakdowns, and I guess maybe we'll do Horizon when we get around to it, Gaz. Yeah. We also have some stuff in the backlog. We have what was that? What was that Western that I was or not Western, Napoleon. Me and you still got
Napoleon.
We've been talking about it for like 5 shows, dude. We got to just watch it.
Yeah. We will eventually get around to this.
And then you weren't feeling Nope, guys? Did you finish?
No, I honestly, I can give you my rating for Nope right now.
Yeah.
Nope out of 10. Honestly, I was just like, this looks like.
I just thought it was an original approach to the concept. You know what I mean? It wasn't like the usual ET.
Oh, we'll give it that. It just wasn't very good.
Like, I mean, I didn't say it was crazy. I just thought like for him to take on that concept, and then it had Wilcott. It had a few actors I like. I thought it was an original story. That was really
Will Conner, Keith David. There's definitely some stellar appearances there. It's just sadly very anticlimactic and quite a bore. Definitely a Nope, sadly.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
I have seen worse.
Oh no, for sure. Me and Gaz are all over the place, Slip. So just shoot whatever. I know you put some recommendations under the last review. We're not like probably as rigid as you guys think. I mean, we both watch almost everything. I mean, trying to think like if there's any genre. I mean, some of the drama and foreign film stuff is probably like a little bit too slow for us, but we've seen a lot of those, and some of the older 90s, 80s, 90s sci-fis we watches are super slow. Like a la 2001, I don't think anyone would say is a fast movie, or movies like Sunshine and whatnot. They're still not very fast paced. Even Interstellar, I would say was not really that fast paced. So
I mean, here's a point, Slipknot as well. If it's something, say, that you really want us to cover, and even if we didn't like it, but you really want to hear our take on it, then we'll look at it and do it, because you come through, you support us. The same with you, Fire Pixie. So we aren't going to be not approachable like, oh yeah, we're not even going to look at that just because we don't like it. So don't worry, man.
Now it might end up with a low rating, but that's on you, Slip. We'll try not to roast you. If it turns into an all-out roast, we'll contact you in advance, and then we'll try not to skewer your favorite movie. But things like the Crow 2024, there's no retribution, guys. It's going to be an inevitable roast.
And you can always. Sorry, go on, man.
I just want to revisit some of our legacy stuff, guys, that the audience probably doesn't know we watch, like some of those Starship Troopers sequels. Now that I'm playing the game, I want to get caught up. And then the Tremors sequels, I want to cover all that.
Yeah, dude. You've just said the Fire Pixie. Oh, do you know Fire Pixie? You've just said.
Bing Bong! Gaz's favorite movie in the world.
Dude, did you know I am always, you ask Ross and Mac, I am always talking about the Evil Dead movies, even the spin-off series. Before we joined YouTube, Fire Pixie, me and Ross used to do interviews with bands across all genres.
It used to come up every show.
Every single show was always me asking the guest, proper fanboy now, have you seen Ash vs. Evil Dead? Have you seen Ash vs. Evil Dead? That's literally all it was.
There's a better point to this, which is like Gaz absolutely watches like 0 films in the horror genre. Like literally, like, you don't even like Hellraiser, do you guys?
I do. I like the original Hellraiser, Hellraiser 2.
But
I do watch them, so I'm just picky.
Other than Hellraiser, you basically don't watch any of the horror franchises, though. Like other than Dead, you know.
I watched some. I didn't mind Insidious. I thought that was one of the more decent ones.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one that is, but this is the thing, Fire Pixie. Like Gaz only likes the slapstick like horror comedy, which is what the Evil Dead trilogy is. I know you brought this up before, Slip. I think I might have seen this. Was it black and white or no? I think I may have seen that back in the day. So what I was planning for this, Pixie, because Gaz is AOD is on our PXF Classics. It'd probably be your PXF Classic, Gaz, more than mine. Although me and Mac have this pretty high up too. I mean, we made a track about it in the ultimate form of fanboy.
Give me some sugar, baby.
But I'm thinking about getting the Steelbook. So if it's like I said, a PXF Classic, I'll try to get the 4K Steelbook and then let you guys know how the 4K looks. So.
Yes.
Ash makes that robotic hand. That one there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. This scene was better than the scene when Furiosa makes her robotic hand in Furiosa.
It was, man. Yeah.
In Furiosa, she was like, "I'm ready to go. Where's the bad guys?" I was like, "You guys have been building up to that moment for like 6 hours of film."
Yeah. And the boomstick line, man, of course, which has been sampled to death by every band going. The same with Hellraiser. It was on one of Aborted's early albums, wasn't it, where they sampled that line from Hellraiser 2, where it says the Doctor is in the house or something like that. It's on one of the very early bottoms. Yeah.
That's weird. It looks like my camera's like clear now. Kind of blurry before. I don't know what's going on with that. It is the first thing. It's the first ever Russian horror movie. Okay, maybe I have it then. I'll save it to my IMDb, bro. I'll make a whole new list of the recommendations you guys make, so me and Gaz can keep track of them if that's something you guys care to hear. Real quick. Because I got Starship Troopers Extermination now on the Steam sale. So follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/PlanetXGames. And that's what I was saying to Gaz. I'll try to coordinate stuff where possible, where there's games I'm playing. If they have a film complement, then we can come on and review the films and then talk about, both the films of the game, if that's something you guys are into. What up, Red Cloud? Haven't heard White Moth. Have you heard White Moth, guys? Yeah,
Fistula as well.
I think that's basically it, guys. Follow Patreon, subscribe, follow on Twitch, and this is our new platform. We got rid of the Peem Yard logo, as me and Gaz called it, with our second grade level humor, and like, sub, share. Go ahead.
I just want to say real quick, because some people asking me, have you got any anti-social media? No, man, but you can always reach out to us at fedupvodcast@gmail.com. You can reach out to us there. And of course, there's the Mosh Shinobi YouTube channel, and both myself and Ross and Mac have access to that. So you can reach us there. But no, I'm not on any anti-social media platforms at the moment.
Yeah, hit Gaz on Mosh Shinobi. If you hit him in the comments on his American Ninja videos or his community section, he'll respond. I'm pleased that we got this going now. You can see I should put some more cool stuff in the background for you guys to see other than my messy room. But you can see the Great Big Mask there on my shelf. Don't copy me, guys. Try to do right here. I got a Dan Cooper.
Trademark it.
I'm the messier co-host. I got the Dan Cooper hard copy book. You guys can see right there. That's part of the Belgian French comic, maybe related to the DB Cooper mystery. Eventually, I'm going to overhaul the Space Guys, and hopefully, I can get my display cases here with some Major Disaster and some of the Toxic Avengers up there for you guys, and some of my other stuff. But how's audio, Pixie? Am I like in comparative before? Am I the same, higher, lower? And just let us know how audio is, guys. Next one's coming up is probably a test stream on both channels, and then once we get those back in action, as you guys were asking, me and Gaz will be fully locked. Can we focus on?
Oh, dude,
hey, Fire Pixie, no Steven Seagal slander on the YouTube. And if you're talking about Out of Justice, that is literally a perfect movie. Don't you ever talk about when is Rocky 7 coming? We're trying to avoid it because Rocky 6 was not my favorite one, but it's probably at least he left for Creed 3 because I stopped watching Creed after Creed 2.
Yeah, I'm thinking of. I know we mentioned this on one of the past shows, but I had the displeasure of seeing, it's hilarious, where Steven Seagal was sat on the chair fighting people.
So I'm still looking for that one channel. I think I saved it to my watch later videos where that kid plays like kind of like similar to what you do with your American Ninja retrospectives, but it's like more of an honest trailer satirical style. And he was like, he had one about that movie where it was like, this movie is so bad that like the fight scenes are so lazy. Steven Seagal has a sitting down fight scene, but I saved it. I didn't watch it yet because I want to see that. I want to see that movie. I think I sent you in Mac video though.
I think and Slipknot's just mentioned the movie.
Exiles. I really want to see this movie. Gaz is the Asian gangster expert of the crew, along with our affiliate Vega from the Crypt. I'm more of the vigilante revenge guy. Like I Saw the Devil, Mr. Nobody, and whatnot. What's that show? The Revenge trilogy. I like.
With Nowhere Man and all of those.
I Saw the Devil was crazy. Yeah, Nowhere Man, and then there's like one more, I think, right?
Yeah. Exiled. Oh boy. Yeah, but Exiled. Yes, I have seen it, but not for a long time. Dude, seriously, I watch Yakuza and Triad movies. So many, man.
Bing bong.
But yeah, we could certainly revisit that for sure.
Yes, sir. I mean, we don't just do random sequels, Red Cloud. I don't know how long you've been watching. I'm not even into horror like that. I haven't watched Final Destination since I was 13 years old. I'm more of a 90s guy. Or early 2000s, if that's here. Yeah, we got stuff coming up though. We definitely. I mean, I could pull up the notes. I mean, here's a little exercise, guys. This is the test show. Stay right there, Bubby. So we did Iron Claw with Lauren. So me and Gaz got to do Napoleon because Ridley Scott's my man. I'm still waiting on you and Mac to screen Silent Night, Gaz, aka Silent Shite. The Terminator Year Zero, the Netflix animated series, is coming out in August. Soon. Gaz and I will have that completely reviewed when we complete it. I don't want to give you guys everything for the Point Break, but I'll tell you They Live, The Thing. We want to get the Western, so that's Death Ride to Horseshoe. We did Logan Wolf, and we have a couple more shorts. And then we got the Kurosawa stuff. So let us know. Rashomon, Ron, Sword of Doom, A Hidden Fortress, First Star Wars, A New Hope. Yokimbo and Sanjuro is the equivalent to A Fistful of Dollars and a Few More Dollars, and The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. I know you like Western Slip. And then we got other stuff, you know what I mean, like the movies that the Zodiac referenced, of which there's several. So that's a whole other series we could do. So anyway, maybe we'll talk a little bit more about that stuff next test show. But change the subject. But have you seen the YouTube interview with Tommy Morrison's wife and how he did not die of AIDS? No. That's interesting though. I see Rocky 6 and Rocky 7, meh, but Rocky 5, I know people hate on it. That street fight at the end is sick. Oh, Eric Hunley's cool. He's got some cool stuff. I would check that out. I've seen a few of his interviews. What is the nap like? What does that mean?
Isn't that as a movie or a?
Couldn't tell you.
Movie. I'm just quickly searching that.
But yeah, guys, this is our new platform. Seems to be so far so good. Once Gaz and I got our audio and video right, so more test shows on this and.
Okay, it's a 2000. Yeah, I've just found a 2009 movie. A family man and a loner kidnap a woman for no apparent reason just to see what will happen. What starts out as a reckless curiosity quickly escalates into terror and inevitable consequences. That's the plot outline on IMDb.
Napoleon, I want to know because Joaquin Phoenix is a genius actor, but Ridley Scott, he's hit or miss with his new ones, right? Despite being a legend himself. But I've heard mixed things about it. I mean, I don't really think Gaz and I care what the mainstream movie critics say in the New York Times and Vanity. So we kind of just watch stuff and formulate our own opinion. I've heard it's historically inaccurate. I mean, I just want to see how it came together because I like the actor and I like the director. And Gaz and I are good for a historical piece now and again. I enjoy I enjoy History Channel warfare as much as the next guy. What do you think about Eric Stoltz's version of Back to the Future? He was fired from the movie and replaced with Michael J. Fox. There's a chance the footage may be released one day. I love Back to the Future. I'm not exactly familiar with this. Is this a reboot? Is this a reboot, or is this you're saying he's the actor that filmed Back to the Future before they replaced him with Fox? And so what is the footage? Is it a completed film, or is it just like leftover test footage or something? I'd check it out. I mean, I love Back to the Future. I don't think anyone's going to do better than at Marty than Jay Fox, though. That guy is the GOAT. You know what I mean? I didn't watch the crappy new Ghostbusters Frozen Throne, or whatever the hell it's called, Frozen New York.
Guess who sadly did?
Well, I'm the resident Ghostbusters fanboy here at PXFPRS, but some reason Gaz watched that movie, so you guys figured that out. Did you see the first one? Because I didn't mind the first one. Yeah, I remember you telling me, saying, "Look, it's not that bad." But this one, that one was whack. Yeah. See, I mean, if you guys really want to put me, but it's going to require some super chats and some donations. But if you guys really want me to suffer, you know how to make it happen. If you guys want me to watch it, I will. I'd rather watch action and some movies where people die and stuff. That makes me. Yeah, he's the original Marty McFly. Yeah, I thought that's where we were going. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's still not as bad as Ghostbusters 2016. I'll give it that.
Oh, they filmed that down the street from my old place, guys. If I wanted to, I could have been in that movie, but I would have ended up burning that set to the ground. Yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, that's not that uncommon. Slipknot. I don't know if you've seen Apocalypse Now. I think you've seen Apocalypse Now, Pixie. But are you guys aware that Harvey Keitel was Martin Sheen's role on Apocalypse Now before it wasn't working out with Francis Ford Coppola? So he got after and they shot with him. When I mean they shot, they didn't complete the movie because it's a 3.5-hour movie, but they were shooting with Keitel, and then he wasn't working out, I guess, with Coppola. I don't know if it's their working relationship. So he gets replaced by Martin Sheen afterwards, and then look at how the film came about. So I mean, for an actor to get replaced, that's not that movie, The Fountain. Have you seen that movie, guys?
I don't think I have, no.
So that movie was in development hell for over 5 years. I think it was Brad Pitt that was the lead, and it might have bounced to somebody else, and then it became Hugh Jackman. And the movie's actually sick. It's a Darren Aronofsky movie. Suburbia sounds familiar. Apocalypse Now is the greatest film of all time. Is Suburbia the one with who's in that?
I'm starting to think of that Italian movie, but I don't think it is.
No, that's Suspiria.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
What was it? I'm thinking of Subaru as well.
Suburbia is not the one with Hollywood Hogan, brother. That's Suburban Commando.
Well, hang on. I've got a feeling you're a punk hardcore dude as well, so I'll give you 900,000 million points for that as well, because I love punk and hardcore too, because I've just watched come up in the search Suburbia.
It's got Ribisi. Ribisi's pretty dope. That's probably the only dude I really watch from this.
Interesting.
But yeah, guys, it's generally an action vigilante revenge channel. We'll get some westerns in the mix. We'll get some because we haven't done Kurosawa yet. I think it's got to happen this summer, guys.
Yeah.
So even if we just pull in, I would like to do Rashomon because that falls into the true crime themes as well. So Sid and Nancy, I've heard is dope. I think it's a great movie trivia here today. Punks and Skinheads, cool, brother. Well, yeah, I like the old American History X is my movie. Black Flag is dope. They play down here often.
Yeah, and the spin-off band Off as well.
I think this was just supposed to be
a behavior. I'll just start listing every echo.
It's supposed to be a test show, guys. Make sure you watch Zodiac Files episode 4, the Gaviota Beach Murders. Let me know what you think. Episode 5 coming soon. I've seen Romper Stomper too.
Well, not for a long time.
Wasn't exactly what I expected. It was no American History X, but Russell Crowe was my man back then. Any final questions for myself and guys before you go, guys? We'll answer. We'll give you guys a minute or two to answer anything, and then I think we're going to keep it moving. But like, sub, share, course memberships, course patron, and seeing Crow in that. Like I said, not too much going on until Deadpool 3, but Gaz and I will keep it filled in with the backlog, And there'll be stuff down the line once we get into September. Well, unfortunately, we'll have a crow roast to kind of get us to the good stuff. But September, October, Joker 2.
Yeah. Suicidal Tendencies, yeah. Awesome, man.
And then I want to say I thought there was something else decent coming in August or September. But yeah, there's a lot of backlog stuff, guys. So we'll keep the backlog coming. But you all good, guys?
Yeah, all good. Just thanks everybody for coming through. It was nice to engage with you all again. I know it's been a while, but we've been working behind the scenes, getting this set up. We still got another test show to do with it where we'll do the Jill stream, and hopefully that goes well, and then it'll be the regular schedule back again. Please be patient on the Zodiac Files stuff as well. Ross works tremendously hard on that, and it does take time. I would say we've got the PXF classics, things that we're going to do on Moss Shinobi. Pretty much, we'll have the Jill streaming, so you'll see us wherever. And again, reach out to Ross on the social medias. You can reach out to me via email. Ross put it in the chat, but again, it's fedupvodcast@gmail.com. Yes, I did just forget my own email live. Yay! And drop anything that you would like us to cover. I really have to behave myself on the music side, fans. I'll start nerding all day. But yeah, I used to do underground radio shows pretty much for grindcore, crust punk, DB, power violence, crossover, thrash, death, sludge, you name it, all of that stuff. So yeah, I'm just talking about it, so I best behave. But much love, y'all. Thanks for coming through, and we will see you on the next stream very, very soon. Peace.
Good stuff, guys. Appreciate it. Keep it locked. Subscribe to Planet X Filmworks, Logan the Wolf. Kind of turned into a general channel update show, but that's fine. We'll get the trailers, and the link is below in the description. 2024 backlog coming soon. Zodiac Files interview series coming back soon. This is more of a Gaz question. My background was French, and I took 2 semesters of Italian. Neither good. Gaz's department on that.
Spanish, Portuguese, but also a little bit of German. My Francais is terrible now. To take Japanese and Arabic and Swedish as well. Problem was learning all those languages at once kind of overloads you, and if you don't practice, it goes. So now I just mainly focus on Spanish and Portuguese. So there, yeah. We'll
bring Gaz to Brazil with us. So yeah, that's basically the channel update, guys. Keep it locked. Like we said, questions, suggestions for reviews in the description under the videos, or anyway, right into the various places that Gaz said. But yeah, dual stream test show coming up next. Backlog back in effect. When there's reviews, we'll have them up. Zodiac Files episode 4 out now, and I think that'll do it for this update. Just contact us in between if you guys have suggestions or any questions on the shows. And like we said, dual stream test coming up, followed by full schedule back in effect for the summer, and we'll be fully rolling by fall is the goal. So I think that is it. Thanks for everybody tuned in. Shout out Slipknot, Pixie, Red Cloud, and enjoy the weekend. Or it's actually a week now, so enjoy the week. We're out.
Yeah. Be sure.
Subscribe.